Hello everyone, and welcome to Mindscope Media, where today we'll talk about the top 10 signs that indicate that you are stressed out. Do you feel tired all the time? Do you sometimes want to cry? Are you overeating, or do you want to escape? If yes, then you could be stressed out. As humans, we experience stress often. Stress is often rooted in work, health, lifestyle, or much more. Being stressed is natural, but it can affect our life and our mental well-being. And when it is left unchecked, it can cause us serious health issues, mentally and physically. So in this video, I'd like to discuss the top 10 signs that you are stressed out so that we can all identify ways to help get ourselves happier and healthier. So let's begin. Number 1 is feeling tired. Do you often feel tired or restless? Stress releases hormones in our body that accelerate our heart rate and breathing. This leaves a physiological effect on our bodies. If we are constantly stressed out, then the constant strain on our body has an exhausting effect. This leads us to being tired all the time. Stress also prevents us from sleeping well. It activates the hypothalamus pituitary adrenal axis in the brain. God, I hope I said that right. Which plays a part in sleep-wake regulation. We cannot sleep properly, and we are constantly going over the same issues in our heads again and again. And at this time, our brain is operating overtime to figure out the solution to the problem. Due to a lack of sleep, we get even more tired and feel restless. Our routine gets messed up and we tend to worry about it more and more, therefore getting more stressed. It can also lead to headaches, or what we call migraine headaches. Number 2, headaches. Does your head hurt a lot? Stress leads to headaches. These are known as stress headaches or tension headaches. There are various degrees of headaches. Your head can hurt from half an hour to almost an entire day. You can feel pressure on either side of the head, or it can be accompanied by pain in your neck and shoulders. If you regularly suffer from headaches, then there is a greater chance of it being caused due to stress. And at times, it can get to extremes and become unbearable. It gets worse with time, and it becomes uncontrollable. Number 3 is teeth grinding. Do you find yourself grinding your teeth often? Does it become uncontrollable at times? If yes, then it is often considered a symptom of stress. It is closely linked to the lack of sleep. It takes place because the activity of your subconscious is heightened, and it plays out in our mouths. Constant grinding of teeth can lead to dental problems. In most cases, it leads to a painful jaw that adds up to the suffering. It can also affect our sleeping routine. You might find it hard to sleep due to the pain caused by teeth grinding. Number 4 is becoming irritable. Do you feel irritated often? This happens because stress often affects our moods in such ways that it becomes hard to control it. If you are stressed, your nervous system will become hyper-responsive, and since our sensory receptors are more sensitive to stimuli, it will make you feel everything at an intense level. And when this adds to stress and makes you more reactive, you'll begin to act out more often. If you have a severe headache and lack of sleep due to being stressed out, then this will also affect your mood. Number 5 is becoming too emotional. Do you ever feel too filled with emotions? Being stressful can aggregate our emotions, and it can lead us to cry. At times we reach a point that we can't just take it anymore, and we burst into tears. These tears also help us through stress. And it is okay to cry. When we cry, we release stress hormones like cortisol in our tears. This is a safety valve, and that is why we usually feel better after crying, because it is a hormonal release. Number 6 is loss of libido. While you are stressed out, you might not find yourself to be that sexually active. This happens because for you to have sexual desires and to be sexually active, your hormones must be in balance, and your neurological pathways need to be in sync. As you are stressed out, stress hormones will be released. These hormones will interfere with the balance of hormones, and then you will have a loss of libido. Number 7 is either overeating or eating too little or eating unhealthy. Do you find yourself to be eating a lot or eating too little? Or is your diet full of junk? If yes, then there are chances that you're being stressed out. It is widespread for people who are stressed out to overeat or to have a poor diet. You often eat unhealthy fast food as well. If you're in a stressed out state, you may lose your appetite. This happens because the part of your brain called the hypothalamus produces a corticotrophin-releasing hormone which suppresses your appetite. If you are chronically stressed for an extended period of time, then your body will release cortisol, which in turn increases your appetite, cresting the urge to eat sweets and starchy foods. This is often termed stress eating. Number 6 is the feeling a need to be distant from people. We all have times in our lives when we want to stay away from people, just relax in peace on our own. We want to have some alone time. We want it all to be quiet. This is a massive indication of us being stressed. We want to take some time away from everything going on around us. Everything seems to be getting too much for us, and it's a huge stressor in our life. We socially withdraw from people around us, and this may leave negative impact on our lives. This also affects our relationships with people around us. We become less social and we avoid gatherings. We are distant from others, and others think we are beginning to avoid them. This also leaves a toll on our mental self, and we tend to overthink a lot, and it further deteriorates our state of mind. Number 9 is that we get sick easily. Do you ever feel that you often fall sick way too quickly? If this takes place a lot, then there's a higher chance that you're stressed out. Stress weakens our immune system, which has a significant effect on our health. Our health system is affected because when we're stressed out, we release cortisol in our blood system. And when cortisol is released in our blood system or bloodstream, DHEA can't be released, and that is an immune supporting element. Due to this, our immune system suffers. If you often get sick easily or catch colds quickly, your immune system is weak, and it might be due to you being stressed out. Number 10 is feeling panic. Are you in a state of panic often? If yes, then when you are stressed out, chemicals are released in your body that increase your heart rate and add to speed up your breathing rate. You can be distressed because of it, and if it happens at a severe moment, you might face a panic attack, or you can be in a state of panic. There are chances of feeling shortness of breath, or you may start to panic as you hyperventilate. Hyperventilation is linked closely to anxiety, and it can be resolved if you remove yourself from the situation and try to slow your breathing. We have now discussed the top 10 ways that you may feel stressed out. If you experience them, you should not suffer in silence. You must take note of them, and then you should visit a healthcare professional and ask for their advice. We must advise you to see a therapist if you feel any of these signs. Therapists will help you to explore your concerns. Therapists will also answer your questions, and then they'll be able to tell you the right approach to help you feel better. Well, that's all for this video, folks. We hope you like this video and find it very informative. If you have any queries, do share them in the comments below. Thank you, and stay healthy.